or you get aligned with the natural forces, that automatically you will be in that state. So that is the understanding. All right, we shall start our session. I think so. And already, I think in Atlanta 8, now we become 12. So we'll start our thing. Let the others they join. So today's the learning session is about the brain waves. What are the different types of brain waves? A different state of brain waves we have, and what is their normal function. So I will touch upon that. I have also posted one video in the Telegram group. So today we have started our Telegram group. So we have been, today is the 4th birthday of WeAreOne group, and 12th of September 2016 we started our group. So I posted a message in both in WhatsApp as well as in Telegram also. So now we'll go directly into that our learning sessions. So the brain waves, it is called the neural oscillation, or the vibration that develops into the brain because of the neuron activity. The neuron means all the our nerve cells, they transmit each other by sending electronic signals, and based on the signal, it creates one vibration, electronic vibration, and that can be measured by putting some kind of probes around our head called is the EEG method. It is electroencephalography. That's the name of the technique. So that can be measured. So I'm talking about that vibration, which is a neural oscillation inside the brain cells, and this is not to be confused with PVF. PVF is a body cell, like it is a cellular vibration of the body cells. So, but what particularly I'm talking today, it is about the vibration of the brain cells. Our brain has got its own. This is called brain wave. So just to understand how the different the brainwave, of course, they have a frequency. So frequency determines the nature of the activity happening in our brain. Also, during our life cycle, also so I will start explaining about these brain waves with example of the child. So when the child is born, say about newborn up to 2 years, their brain activity is between 0.5 to 4 hertz, very low frequency wise. In that sense, they are fully aligned with you can say the God consciousness or the higher consciousness. There is absolutely no connection with the external world. So, and only thing, whenever they feel like not getting something, they just cry. So it's coming from inside, so fully rooted inside. And that particular frequency level is called delta. We adult also go there, but I will come back to that later on. First, you understand child-wise, so that you can consciousness-wise how it goes. Between 3 to 6 years, and the child, what they do is they they rooted into their inner world, but started getting input from outside. They started learning, few words and things like that. Some external learning starts. And this particular state is called theta state of the brain, and it is between 4 to 8 hertz. So 0.5 to 4, now between 4 to 8. So this is called theta state. Then when the child further grows up, come to the, 7 to 12 years, that is the time they actually giving some input. They operate from inner side, but also learn something from the external side. So the combination way they operate. they express their liking, disliking, etc. But at the same time, they operate from, they are rooted into the subconscious mind, or this is from inner sight. So that is a childhood state, and that particular state is called alpha state. It is between 8 to 12 hertz is the brain wave measured into them. It is that point of time. More than 12 years, the teenage time, the internal part get completely dropped and fully depend on the external. That's completely they operate from externally, and even go to the adult state also, they go into that state. And that particular, that by the way, 7 to 12 is called alpha state. And more than 12 years, then when they completely go in the external, and that is called beta state. That is between that 13 to 30 hertz. That is the frequency level people operate. These things also we get in the adulthood also. We get these kind of variations at the different times of a day, or depending on our own activities. So how this happens in the awake state, when we are then it's okay. Let me start from the delta. When people are in a deep sleep, even they are not dreaming, or if it is something medically, if somebody is in a coma, that is the state is delta state, like 0.5 to 4 hertz. That is the state of the frequency of their brain waves. Now when people are dreaming state, so that is called theta. When the absolutely no external activity, only subconscious activity is there. The body is fully relaxed and sleeping. Only mind, it is sleeping, the dream state. First one is the unconscious state. I normally in the workshop, I give the state of mind. You might have remembered, there are 4 things. When the deep sleep state or unconscious mind state is where you don't know who you are. At the same time, you don't know what is happening all around you. That is a state. I don't know who am I, and I don't know about the surroundings. That is the state, the lower bottom one. So that in the table, that is an unconscious state. That is a delta. But when you come to the state where you don't have any knowledge about the surroundings, but you know what you are doing, that is a dream state. In the dream state, we know what we are doing in the dream. We can identify ourselves. And that is the time your subconscious mind is operating. So you no longer unconscious. And that particular state is called theta state. Brain wave goes into 4 to 8 hertz. So that is the theta state. Now, when we are completely, say, relaxed, and we are not much physical activity, we are relaxing, not sleeping, but completely relaxed. Our brain is also not working. It is a relaxed state. Suppose you are lying down in a easy chair, just enjoying some sea beach or some place, resting. That is the state of your mind is alpha state, which is between 8 to 12 hertz. And now when you go into start doing some action and use your brain, like normally when we work or take up some kind of work and we are going somewhere or planning something, when our brain is highly active, we're using our brain or memory or education, I put it into some work, that is the time it goes into the beta. Beta is 13 to 30 hertz. And beta state also, there are called lower beta and higher beta. So normally in the lower beta is that we can work something with full of cooperation and understanding. The calmness is there. In the higher beta, people when they go there, they become agitated. Like people, when they become stressful, they're agitated. Suppose somebody is shouting, etc. That particular brain vibration is a higher beta. Most likely that is 20 plus hertz, below 30, but 20 plus hertz. And that higher beta is not productive. If somebody is very agitated and angry, they cannot work. The productivity goes down. So, but that time the brain is, So this is the normally they both of them, this alpha and beta, they are in awake state happens, but alpha is a relaxed state and beta is an active state. And higher beta, you can say the hyperactive state, which is not productive. So this is in general, this is the understanding of the brainwave and this frequency that I mentioned. These four, like delta, theta, alpha, and beta, so these are in the physical state. Like this vibration can be explained in the physical appearance and what we are doing in that sense. Okay. But there is another state called gamma state. Gamma state is between 30 to 100 hertz and even more. So this higher state of mind, it cannot be achieved by getting more angry. Okay, so beta already achieved, and this is the highest level. You can physically go. So, and as I mentioned, it is non-productive state. So, but there is also another state, and this particular state, gamma, I will explain now how we can reach there and what is the benefit of going there. Gamma state is called cognitive state. It is not physical. You cannot physically reach there. By physical means, you cannot reach there. And this is a super conscious state, and that is the fourth quadrant. Normally, I explain there. Through meditation, it can go there. When the mind is at the Turiya state, what is the Turiya state? That you have full awareness of the surroundings, but your ego dissolves. That is the state. That is the Turiya state, and that comes under the gamma. So now I'm explaining how scientifically we reach gamma. So actually, to reach gamma, you need not to cross beta and then go into gamma, because beta is from 13 to 30. So normal idea is to go beyond 30, you have to be more agitated, but it doesn't work that way. You have to go actually do the opposite. So what you need to do, so in the awake state, if you meditate, then you disconnect from the external reality. So you close your eyes, you pull yourself inward. By doing so, initially your brainwave will go down. So first you come to alpha, there's a relaxed state, and from alpha, with a deep meditation, you will touch beta. In that, you will go down. And one point of time, even you can touch the delta for a small amount of time. In that state, your Kundalini gets awakened. You know, the Kundalini is rooted into our Muladhara or root chakra. So then Kundalini start awakening, and if the energy channel is open, Shushumna Nadi is open, then the Kundalini energy start raising because of the deep meditation. Kundalini energy cannot be, awakened by the physical means, like physical exercise and all. It needs 100 times more energy than that. I have already explained. Whoever has learned, Kriya Yoga, I explained that very well. That our physical energy, the vitamin or muscle energy, gym, you cannot activate the Kundalini or chakras. You need 100 times much powerful energy. And when that Kundalini is awakened in the deep meditative state, then the Kundalini itself starts raising, the Kundalini energy, which becomes dormant normally. When it crosses first 5 chakra, throat chakra, then it passes through something, the neuroscience wise, that is called thalamic gate. Thalamic gate is just starting point or end point of the spinal cord and starting point of the brain. When the thalamic gate gets opened, then that energy, that Kundalini energy, passes through the pineal gland. The pineal gland is in the center of our brain. So when it hits the pineal gland, then that coherent oscillation happens. Like suddenly, some synchronistic vibration happens in the brain. And that vibration takes our brain waves to more than 30 plus. And that is gamma. So the gamma range, the gamma vibration cannot be achieved by physical means. It can only be achieved by Kundalini awakening. The process I just explained. and then it go higher. All the spiritual masters, this brain wave is minimum 40 hertz. And definitely that is not possible to go in the physical way. So there's the meditative way to awaken, and it can, even it is recorded 100, even recorded 200. As I said, that EEG method, it can be measured, in the, it can be measured in the laboratory. The EEG technique, put some probes around the head and they can measure it. So those have been measured up to 200. They have come to measurement. This is a high gamma state, and that is, in fact, that is a very high level of indication of high level of spiritual activity. More awakened consciousness. So that represents that kind of brainwave that represents. So there'll be no physical thing. Physically, it will be calm, but in the high active brain, and that's how they get the higher abilities. And those are the cases where the DNA get activated, and you end up into having that lot of potentials, the psychic abilities, which otherwise cannot be opened. So this is the understanding of the brainwave. So I have just posted one video also by renowned neuroscientist, Dr. Joe Dispenza, and you can go through that in the Telegram group I have posted. So you can go through, and then you can understand. It's not that simple. It's a little complicated, but this is in general, that is the understanding. For the first time, that is the idea, that how it goes from one to another and what are the interrelation between these different states. Any questions so far from this? No? Okay. That's good. Fine. So we will now go into our today's practice session. So we'll so get ready. We'll sit straight. Sit your spinal cord straight. And we shall start with 3 Om chanting. Then we'll pray to the masters by Guru Vandana. And after that, we'll do Kriya. There'll be with 2 mudras. One we do 7 rounds in the prana, and then 7 rounds in the Shikar mudra. Then we'll go into the 6-step Nirmal Dhyan after that. All right. So just relax, sit straight. So now I can use this brain wave terminology. So you are all in beta now. So we are trying to get down into alpha. So relax now.